all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So, no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this week.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog through extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he's hard to bring back.
Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. Four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook.
They'll finally get it on the ground, but number 4, he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Caught over the middle, it's Morgan. Down with him, move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big run.
It's so hard to fit both. You know, that was covered for all the more people in the box to stop the run. When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go with the direct snap. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Quick pass to the left, trying to get into the ball. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Splits the uprights, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will get the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're secondary too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fight. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run off.
Always got some space. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominating this offense.
Just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Big boys, big house, trying to run on this Michigan defense on Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Other guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Again to him, a long way there to pick up the first down. We talked a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
This receiver there, it's incomplete. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. 3rd in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that 3rd down play, it's just too many yards to gain, and now they're forced to punt.
Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Oh, they're after him!
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
No chance to run, but they still moving forward.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locating the ball and catch the snap.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got it. They'll make the stop. Short of the first down. The Hawkeyes will try to put it back to the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And it'll be down right there.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield. And now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do for the score.
When the running back gets going, he gets ahead of steam right now. So hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going.
They'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
I love that play call. I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've played one before we move on. Let's have a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. And off from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They go on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is. Make sure he gets the right.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take a The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Iowa has the ball back on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. 3 and out the last time they had the ball. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Now what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when fans got involved in defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense. And defensive line, you know, throwing in the wrong situations, rushing, bringing the nickel a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets the sack on the line.
And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looking for more running room and found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. Wide open downfield. And it's a huge game. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. It's a reverse. What a tackle in the backfield. They'll lose 6 on the play. The Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll try to run. And this one will be stopped for the game. And what a spectacular play by that defensive end.
So fast. These guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive line has no chance to stop those guys. They're guys are going as fast as they are.
And the Hawkeyes send out the run unit. They'll move that deep. And the punt hits ground in the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. On the move, it's Hayes. Not much there. It's a fumble to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were. As soon as he got the ball.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to look. Just missed it. It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, sometimes stuff and look at that clean space in front of you. You just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They booted away on 4th down. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. Find some fresh air.
Play calling easy for an offensive coordinator. Run the ball like that every day. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short coverage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Rushes on him. And there he is again. Another time channeling his inner Aiden Hutchinson against Penn State.
And that is high praise when you start comparing somebody to Aiden Hutchinson. Michigan, year after year, they find these dudes. Guys that will get after the quarterback. Hey, let's go, big fella. Let's go for that ring.
Guys will send out for Mikey now. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today.
Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score a TD.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now to not wait to get it going here and start the 3rd quarter. We've got 1 drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. And complete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge step down here in the Big House. They go to the ground. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it. It's Burner. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Hawkeyes want to move quickly. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Anderson. They bring him down, but the big play will find the sticks.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game, they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Under pressure. And he goes at the 33. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Off the play fake. And here comes the rush. And there he goes down again.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already
to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. And it's gone. They marked him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And that is no good. Guys, a double-digit lead is good, but more would have been better. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Ann Arbor.
The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. He'll return it. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here, could be huge.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. This guy can throw. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. And this offense can still afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third down, he drops the throw. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Hawkeyes line up to put him away. Pulls it in at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop.
Will take away 1st and 10.
To the air, it's Underwood. Puts it in, it's Haynes. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They think they can improve their forward with the run to the right. That's into the 36-yard line. First down for this offense. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to buy time. Finding an escape route. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tacklers, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Backed up now here, 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot. And these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Looking down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown, you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Now they're putting up 3 spots. The kickoff unit set to go. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Turn man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he dropped it. In the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
This is a situation here in the third quarter. This offense did not want to be basically top 10 units, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, but it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Creates a little room. He did not make it a stonewall on third down. The Hawkeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks it in at the 40. So here comes the Michigan offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's for the play caller right now, just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown.
And just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Now facing a third and long. To the air, it's Underwood. Throws to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Haynes. Michigan. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. He'll set up the throw.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for a touchdown.
19. Iowa. 0.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody staying in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
Will take over.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Looking deep down the right side. He's got it on the outside. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. They're trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Back to 3. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Offensive players are in the game. They're trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down where you're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Inside the 40. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Quarterback on the keeper. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. You've got the lead in the third quarter, and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They're trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field, all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find a big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They go to the draw. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield until the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
Iowa has the ball back on offense. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Slings it downfield. Marking the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And the Hawkeyes in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. Gets a huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one miss, that might have been huge.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. That's why they find themselves trailing by a lot.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He lets it fly. Touchdown, Iowa! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him redirect.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down.
There we go. Now we can really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage of the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a
second and 10. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Makes the catch. It's Moore. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Wolverines lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 37.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. On the run, still looking. He's going to run it. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. But he has enough to move the chains. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He's tackled right on the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down. They'll have it first and goal at the 6.
You know, as a coach, you have to love the progression your quarterback has made after that nightmare of a performance a week ago, throwing 3 picks. He was able to put it behind him. He looks like a totally different player this week.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. And the stopping has commenced. That would argue the full control of this game, and they have gotten things going here about to move to 4-1. And he knocks the extra point for the uprights. Kickoff Canada on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outside.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't move the quarterback. He makes a sure tackle. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And he missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to run on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Has to adjust the pattern. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit here versus second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going to swing it on second down.
focus for this game. He's been making outstanding decisions all day long.